So I got to play WWE 2K22 early thanks to being a 2K Next maker and 2K actually sending me the game early to check it out. Now this wasn't the full version of the game, this was just a beta version that actually included exhibition matches and my GM mode. Now I wanted to talk about the exhibition and I wanted to get into one match in particular, and that is the Royal Rumble match. Macho T actually detailed this in a really great video on his channel. If you guys want to check out his channel, I will link in the description. But I'm getting some of this information from him because I actually didn't get to play a full Royal Rumble match. I played a little bit of it, but he actually got a lot of information from playing the full Royal Rumble match. So shout out to you, Macho. So first off, I want to let you know the biggest detail of this whole thing is that you can play a Royal Rumble in different arenas. Wow, that's awesome. That's great. That's fantastic. Finally, you can do that. Now in universe mode, you could do it sort of, kind of, but now you can just do it for real. If you play the Royal Rumble match, you can pick the arena. And what's cool is they do have the Thunderdome option. So if you're not familiar, any of the newer arenas that they have, like the modern WWE arenas, not the NXT ones or not bigger ones, let's say like Raw, SmackDown, those kind of arenas, you can actually turn on the Thunderdome, which would be those screens. So the crowd, the virtual crowd, you can actually turn on that board and you can actually do that. Macho said he played one of the Rumbles with that screen on, which would be cool as well. I think it's just a neat addition just to see all those screens there. It's definitely jaw-dropping just to see that screen there for that. First off, I will say there are no Royal Rumble entrances, so you don't get special entrance camera angle when somebody comes out. It does focus on the action in the ring. There are the regular entrances for number 1 and 2, but after that, it's just normally how it is, focus on the action. There is still an 8 superstar limit in the ring, so when there's people coming in and out, whether it's a male Rumble or a female Rumble, it's just still that 8 limit where you have to eliminate another person before another person can come out. One of the big features was the way that the AI behaves, and this goes on just for the whole game itself, is that the AI just behaves a little bit smarter than it usually did. A lot of superstars would actually last all the way through the Rumble. So even a number 5 was a big superstar. They would actually last all the way to the end of the Rumble. And that was pretty cool. Again, like I said, the AI is extremely smart at this time, and they do a bunch of cool things. Like if you taunt in the corner, you go up top. Before they didn't really do a lot, but the AI will actually come after you and come behind and try and push you off and eliminate you from the Rumble, which is really cool. Just the fact that they're a little bit smarter was much needed for the Royal Rumble. Also, the high flyers would actually try to do their high flying moves, whether it's a signature finisher or go to the top rope. Just kind of cool that they actually try and do that, even though it is a Royal Rumble match and you probably don't want to go to the top rope, but they would be doing that. The 8 superstars was really cool. When you get into the action of the actual superstars battling, the camera angle will actually pan from left to right and get a little bit closer on the action depending on what's going up. So like if the superstars would all go to one side of the ring, let's say 8 people are, over to the right side or the left side or whatever, the camera angle would get a little bit closer and it would show that, which would be really cool because you get a little bit closer into the action, so you're a little bit up tighter and you get like that in the action type feel. And that just goes for the game itself, where you get this in the action type of feel when it goes to the game, because really you want to be right in there when you're playing this game. If you have like a camera angle that's pulled back, it doesn't really immerse you as well as it does if it's up close. Also in the Rumble, when there are multiple people in the ring, it will do a close-up for a few seconds when you hit a signature or a finisher. Just like, say, like you Superman punch or something, you can see that up close, or a spear would be like an up-close angle. And it would be that for like 2 seconds, and then it'd go back out to like the regular angle, just the way it is. The AI, again, like I said, is a lot smarter. They did a lot of more finisher eliminations, which was cool. Just because I don't know that it was like that in 2K19 and 2K20. Here, that they would just usually do finishers in the ring or whatever. But now you're actually getting to see them hit their finishers and signatures and stuff. The finishers to eliminate people in the Rumble, which was really cool. Another thing is there's a lot of good amount of variations of eliminations. So the way that the animations played out, they're a lot different. The animations that you're used to in a Rumble match would be you'd get in the corner, you'd go back, and you'd clothesline someone over the top. But there was a lot of different animations in it, which I thought was really cool. Just the fact that they're trying to improve this and add a little bit of variety to this makes it much needed. Because I feel like the Royal Rumble It's not awful in 2K19 or 2K20, but it definitely needs improvement, and I think they're on the right track here. I wish we could have got more superstars in 8, but that just didn't actually happen. What I really do like about this, I think the best thing about this is that people actually last longer in the Rumble match if you don't eliminate them. If you're just watching like a sim or whatever, like AI versus AI, you will see people in the Rumble, because usually Rumble matches, it's like whoever comes out maybe last 5 or 6 maybe will make it to the end. Rarely does it ever go from top 5 making it to the end, but a number 5 actually making it all the way to the end and trying to win the Rumble is really cool. I think, you know, being a bigger superstar, like a more popular, better stats, all that is a big perk in this game, and I think that's something that really hasn't been played out in the Rumble of any matches. I think that's a huge thing that definitely needs to be looked at, is like, okay, if it is a bigger superstar, if it's like a more important superstar like a Roman Reigns, he would definitely last a lot longer than somebody who's not up on his level. I think that's really sweet. I think just the fact that we get that aspect of the game in the Royal Rumble is great, and I think that's something that you can keep improving on over and over and over. I would like to see some features added to the Royal Rumble, which I'll kind of just throw out here just because I have things off the top of my head that I would do. Certain people I think should have different abilities, like a Kofi Kingston should be able to last in a Rumble a lot longer. I don't know if you could even add those animations, like an OMG moment would be awesome, so you could do an OMG elimination, and then you could also do an OMG save, so you would jump on the barricade and get back in the ring. Obviously, it could be like a predetermined animation and stuff like that, but I think that would be pretty cool. Just like certain people that would do that in a Rumble would, like a Kofi or a Bianca Belair, that would be something that they would do, and I think that would be really cool, just to like add a little variety in there and make it cool. So Royal Rumble, pretty sweet. Glad they're adding these improvements. Again, 8 superstar limit kind of sucks. No Rumble entrances. You know, I'd like the camera to just pan over a little bit so you can see the entrance when people come out, because I love seeing that, but they don't have that. And then the updated AI is just much needed. Just the fact that they're doing things that they don't usually do. I hate when you're playing Rumbles and the AI is just like standing there, not really doing anything. And they're just like hanging out, and then they turn their attention to one person and they come back to another person. And it just doesn't feel organic or real or normal. But here it seems like, just based off of how they program the AI, that it's getting a little bit more, I don't know how to explain it, a little bit more intelligent, smarter AI is what I'm looking for. So I think that's really cool. I think that the Royal Rumble is going to be something that you're going to definitely want to play with, and you know, playing in your custom arena is just something that I think has been much needed for so long. Just those custom arenas, I don't know why that wasn't a thing in the game. Maybe it was just the way that they developed. It just always seems so strange to me that you couldn't play a Royal Rumble in any other arena than the Royal Rumble arena. Maybe just because they wanted that WrestleMania sign up there, so you point to the WrestleMania sign. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's where I'm going to leave you. Again, thanks Macho T for a lot of this information. I really do appreciate that. If you guys want to check out his channel, it's linked in the description below. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.